We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Atlanta Braves and the New York Mets. Number 60 makes his big league debut right after this. Jacob deGrom gets the ball for the Mets in this one. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, in a day and age where runs are scored at an alarming rate, this guy's been pretty rock solid. Last 3 starts, ERA under 2.00. Not an easy thing to do, and you'll know if he's on early. If he's good and on point in the first inning, that usually means he's going to be rock solid throughout the rest of the game.
In now, Ender Inciarte. And we are set for baseball here this evening. Hit sharply on the ground. And a base hit, so he goes after the first pitch he sees, and he's on to open up the inning.
Hey, guys, loud contact right out of the gate. I like where this is headed. Let's hope that this is the start of just a monster offensive output by both sides.
Nick Markakis digging in now as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike one. Fellas, these Mets, as they enter play here tonight, they've been mired in a team-wide slump of late, as with the loss last time out, they've now dropped 8 of their last 9 decisions. 1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Inciarte aboard here at first with nobody out. And another foul ball. The 1-2.
Man, this guy's a grinder. Fouls off good pitches and doesn't seem to swing at the ones just off the corner. This guy's a pitcher's nightmare.
Just hung in there on that one. The 2-2 one more time. Is swung on and missed, strike 3.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
So next up will be Freddie Freeman, as he'll take a look at ball 1. Runner at first here, 1 man out. That evens it up, 1-1. Oh, they have him looking awfully confused up there right now. It's 1-2.
Usually you see chases outside the zone on off-speed stuff like sliders, breaking balls, and changeups. But to chase a fastball that far outside the zone tells me this hitter's not seeing it well at all.
Got him swinging on the fastball there. Freddie Freeman is the second out of the opening frame. Acuna digs in now, as he'll go after the first pitch to him and comes up empty. It's strike 1. He'll enter play here with that average down in the low 200s. 4 home runs, 13 RBIs. Clearly off with his timing on that one, a swinging strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike.
And he tries for the backhand reach at third, but it gets by the glove down the line.
Hey, maybe we have something brewing right here. That has to be the case. When you're facing an elite level A starter, numero uno, you have to find a way to get to him. Any chance you get, maybe this is their opportunity early.
Here's Marcell Ozuna as he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. The average not quite where he wants it, down in the 220s. 1 home run, 9 driven in.
Hey, time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Oh, and he botches it. And the run will score as the Braves strike first to lead it 1-0. So some real problems out there that time, as it'll wind up in E7. The next to bat for Atlanta, Ozzie Albies. And now the Braves look to put more across the plate in this opening frame. Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone.
This is exactly the situation you drew up from an offensive standpoint. Good pitcher on the mound, but you got a chance to bury him early in this one.
3-0 now. That's on the outer edge, 3-1.
Stealing that strike on 3-0 was important, but you don't want to miss over the heart of the plate in this situation. I got to believe he's going to be way more aggressive right here.
He's definitely stumbled out of the starting blocks here in the first, giving up a couple of base knocks and that walk. First innings are often some of the toughest for a starting pitcher.
Stepping into the box, Tyler Flowers. Given the situation, he's got an opportunity to break this game wide open. Hoping to limit the damage, here's the pitch. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1.
I think this inning could have far-reaching effects in this game. They're really making him work, and unless he dials it in, it's...
Well, the play's been made, and that retires the side. Braves get a couple of hits here, and plate one. Stepping in, Brandon Nimmo. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
The center fielder, Brandon Nimmo.
Here's the pitch. And that's down into left center for a base hit. And this will kick off the base of the wall. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Now that's the way you answer. They're down 1-0 already, but he laces the double and puts himself in the scoring position. That'll get the dugout fired up and excited to punch back.
Digging in now, Robinson Cano, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. And he turns this one around high and deep to center field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall. The relay, and a good effort to bring it back in quickly, but he's in at second base with a double.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this after that knock right there? That's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Well, boys, these Braves, as they take the field here tonight, come and trying to bounce back from a loss last time out, but they've been in good form lately, 5-2 over their last 7.
Yeah, Matty, this team has been playing really well right now, and this is case in point. Chance to jump out again to another 1-0 lead. They've really been doing that. They've been on the attack, early offensive, almost ambush-like approaches to their at-bats, and it's working for them.
2 balls and a strike now. Line, but speared on a hop. And the throw goes to first for the out, but that'll be enough to get the run home as they pull back. to even at 1-1.
I like that he didn't try to do too much there. All he needed was a ground ball to tie this thing up, and that's exactly what he does. That's great situational hitting.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Pete Alonso comes on with one gone here as he looks at a called strike one. Set to deliver the 0-1.
One ball, 1 strike.
Runner on third, sac fly situation, right? 2 pitchers down. Really good job of patience, trying to get a pitch that he can lift into.
And a slider is way low, but a good job there to knock this one down. A man at third with one away. To 2-2 now. And a fastball in the dirt that's taken for a ball. Working for the punch out and the offering. And look out as that one ran in and got him.
Well, I bet the manager breathed a sigh of relief when he saw he wasn't hurt that badly. The last thing they can afford to lose is a guy like that for any length of time.
Into the box, Jared Kelenic. And the Mets with an opportunity for more damage here in the first. Has a look, now the pitch.
Off the plate, ball 1.
2-0 now.
2-0 count, runners at the corners. You can bet he's looking for something to drive right here. There's a good chance he gets something to hit too.
3-0 now.
This is a spot you like to be in as a good hitter. Runners in scoring position and count leverage in your favor.
That one's in there. 3-1.
3-1 with 2 on, and this is where you got to be geared up for something to drive. I don't think you can just groove in one right here. You still have to try to make a competitive pitch.
Now the payoff pitch home. Fastball at the knees, maybe even below the knees, but it's strike 3 called, and there are 2 away.
Well, that call looked like it was a little in the pitcher's favor, but it wasn't outrageous. Hey, listen, calling balls and strikes is a really tough job, and even the best are going to miss some from time to time, especially when they're sort of borderline like that last one. Not sure the hitter would want to hear that, though.
First pitch is a fastball inside, 1-0. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. And it's gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Home run number 3 here in the early going. And the Mets open things up here. It's now 4-1.
This is exactly what you want your offense to do, to get your fans involved. Bottom of the first inning, let's get it started early with a homer.
Into the box now, Zach Collins. As he will take strike 1 on the fastball here, no balls and a strike.
As a manager, when you see a guy struggling like this in the first inning, your mind starts racing, trying to figure out about how long you're going to go with this guy and how many guys you might end up having to use out of your bullpen just to get through this thing. Not a good spot to be in.
Hard liner to center field. Acuna is there to put it away and finally put an end to the inning. But 4 runs score in the inning, 3 coming right here on the 3-run home run. Second inning coming up. It's now a 4-1 Mets lead. And the next in is Johan Camargo. He had a homer in the ballgame yesterday afternoon.
Hey, we're still in the early stages in this one. They're only down by a couple of runs, but it's really key for this leadoff guy to try to get on and get a big inning started.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. I had him guessing that time as he's barely able to foul it away. High in the air out to center field. Waiting on it is Nimmo. One down.
Batting ninth, the shortstop, Dansby Swanson.
Dansby Swanson lining up to hit. He's ready for his first at-bat of this early season contest. Now here's the pitch. And a ball, 1-0. Two and 0 the count to Dansby Swanson.
Hey, you want to talk about being in a zone. This guy's been raking lately, and it all starts with his pitch selection. Two great takes, and he's almost daring the pitcher just go ahead and challenge him.
Fouled away.
Hey, last two pitches back-to-back off speed, then he's late on the fastball. He could pretty much do anything he wants right here on the mound.
Hit weakly on the ground to short. Reined in. And there's out number 2.
Now that
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up. And an easy ground ball is the result.
Next will be the designated hitter, Ender Inciarte. He singled his last time up. First pitch on its way.
Ball, that's just out.
The 1-0 delivery. Lifted down the line in left. And that will end up a foul ball. The 1-1 home. Taken, strike 2.
The count is 1-2.
2 out, nobody on.
Ball, that's
And a
fair.
good take there. Close, but it's 2-2. Now here's the pitch. And good patience to hold back on the curveball in the dirt. It's full now, 3-2. And it's fouled away. Another full count pitch home. High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball.
Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to go a little bit further outside the zone. 3 foul balls in a row. He wants to get a swing.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Braves. And this is still a 4-1 ball game. So striding in, Andres Jimenez, and he'll make his major league debut here. Always fun to watch a guy get his career started.
Yeah, you just don't have the opportunities to fail when they invest minimal money in you. It shows how hard this guy has had to work to grind through the minor leagues and get to this point.
And that'll get down for a base hit. And there's probably no happier person in the ballpark. Andres Jimenez has just collected his first hit in the big leagues, and as is customary, there's the ball being sent into the dugout. Someone will tuck it away for him to put in his trophy case.
Yeah, good for him, and congratulations. Listen, he's worked his entire lifetime for this moment, and he's obviously trying to play it cool right now, but you can bet inside his head, he's on top of the world.
Hey, the way this guy on the mound's been struggling to find the zone, I'm not mad at the guy taking a pitch.
A runner at first with no outs here. And this misses the outside corner, so it's knotted up at 1-1. Swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
Great pitch in that situation. If he makes contact on that one, more than likely he's hitting into a double play.
Line toward right center. In there, a base hit. Now a long throw to third. Throw won't get him.
It's so important, Mark, to start to make quality pitches, and if you don't, this is what can happen. 2 batters, 2 base hits, first and third, nobody out.
Yeah, and you just got to prepare yourself as an offensive player. You're just trying to get the runner in from third. You can't worry about creating a monster inning. Do your job.
So here's Brendan Nimmo. This is line to left, and this is going to get down for extra bases, as that'll get one, if not both of them, home. And the runner scores from third as they extend their lead, make it 5-1.
You know, that's sort of a tough one since it's only the second inning, but I think it's about knowing your pitcher and how they respond. He's had some struggles here, so I think he's just reminding him to let those go and focus on the next batter.
Here comes the second baseman, Robinson Cano, as he'll pop this one foul off to the left and out of play. A couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Pulled toward right center field. Markakis on the run. He's there and records the first out. And a surprising decision there as he holds on at third base.
Number 6.
Striding in, Jeff McNeil. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time.
Yeah, and I know you want to lace a line drive or hit a potential home run, but I'll tell you what, grab the cheap ribby when it's there. Give me a ground ball middle of the diamond and steal a run.
And maybe a little frustrated on the mound here as the fastball misses for ball 2 now.
And this is why he's struggling right here. He's not able to pound the strike zone early in the count. These guys are finding themselves in serious count leverage situations, and good hitters aren't going to miss.
3-1 to the Mets left fielder.
Definitely in a tough situation facing the 3-hitter. You could work around him and maybe walk him to load the bases, but that just sets up the cleanup guy with the bases loaded.
The 3-1. That's lifted the other way out to left. Ozuna is under it. He makes the catch. Here comes the runner from third. And he will come across to score on the sacrifice fly. This is now a 6-1 ball game.
Always productive to score runs when you can, and that sacrifice fly right there drives home the second run of the inning.
Sean Newcomb is going to come on in relief now, and he may be asked to eat several innings as this game is just still really getting underway. Next will be the cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. Lifetime versus this pitcher. He's 2 for 4. First pitch of the at-bat. There's a fastball missing down and away for a ball, 1-0. 2 outs here with a runner at third. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Acuña's there for it. And the inning is over. So it's 2 runs on 3 hits. Striding in once again, Nick Markakis looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So a leadoff single will be the start to their half of the third.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11. This guy's dinner tastes different.
Here's the first baseman, Freddie Freeman. 0-1 the count. Lifted the other way out to left center. And that'll get over the wall for a ground rule double, and that'll keep runners at second and third now with still nobody out. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike. So far this season with runners in scoring position, Acuna carries a batting line a little over the 260 mark. So far on the year, Acuna is carrying around a sparkling slugging percentage up over 500. Obviously a huge threat every time he grabs a bat. Runners at second and third here, nobody out. Now this pitch sails up and in, and that leaves him muttering to himself. It's ball 2. Down the left field line and deep, and that will end up a foul ball. Popped him up. Guillorme is there for it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. And that'll bring in Marcell Ozuna, who comes in 0 for 1 on the day thus far after reaching on an error his first time up. He's set, and the pitch. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. Runners are at second and third with 1 down. A ball and a strike.
1-1.
Hey, there's a ton of reasons I could give to you as to why this guy has been such a good pitcher in his career. But I think this is the biggest one. His ability to work out of nasty jams. 2 guys in scoring position right here. Interested to see how he works out of this.
And the slider's in the dirt as he lays off it for a ball. Hit on the ground out to short. Fielded cleanly. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. So up steps Ozzie Albies. Reached base via the walk in his first plate appearance. A ball and no strikes. Fastball misses away here. It's 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. And he lays off again. Ball 3.
Here's the game within the game. You have a better matchup on deck. You got a 3-1 count in this situation. Don't be afraid to put him on base.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney.
Matt, during the break, I caught up with the Mets manager to discuss his thoughts on his club's offense so far. And flat out, he was very pleased with the quality of their at-bats. He said forcing the opposing starter out of the game before the 3rd inning and posting a bunch of runs right out of the gate was huge for them from a confidence standpoint and for their outlook moving forward in this game. The key now is keeping their foot on the gas pedal, Matt.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. Newcomb features one of the biggest yackers in the game. Curveball's got a ton of movement. Called strike at the knees, 1-1. And this is taken for a called strike. Oh, that's a tough call. Now 1-2.
Take a step back right here. After 3 fastballs in a row, there is no chance he throws you a 4th.
The 1-2 is a fastball down below the knees. Ball 3. 3-2 now. Now the payoff pitch home is swung on and missed. He got him.
I really liked it. He gave up nibbling out of the zone trying to get him to chase. That wasn't working, so he just reached back and fired a good old country hardball fastball right by him. No better feeling in the world when you're a pitcher than throwing a fastball right by a guy.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch hitter.
Behind 0-2 now. Now here's the pitch. Swing and a miss on the breaking pitch. 2 away.
Pretty textbook breaking ball for the punch out right there. Got it to bend a lot, and by the time it got there, it had fallen completely out of the zone. Not much you can do with that pitch.
In now, Zach Collins. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. He'll attempt to put the ball in play for a change here with the first 2 guys going down on strikes to start the inning. The windup and the 0-1. And now a curveball that bounces up to the plate. It's 1-1. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike. He's fallen behind now. 3-1. Andres Jimenez would be next if they can keep this inning alive. Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And just a masterful job of pitching here as he strikes out the side in order. Here now is the catcher, Tyler Flowers, as we begin the top of the 4th.
Lots of baseball left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't want to fall too far behind. They're already down by a bundle, and one of the things you want your leadoff guy to get on and set the table for the big boys to start driving in some runs.
And that's just past the grasp of Cano into center, a base hit.
Now batting, the third baseman, Johan Camargo.
So here's Johan Camargo. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Here's the 0-1. Changeup gets him out in front for strike 2.
Everything this guy throws is hard. That changeup he throws is in the high 80s to go along with that good heater.
The next 0-2.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
This one's outside, quite a bit off the plate that time. 2 runs, 5 hits, and no errors so far for Atlanta. Fastball swung on and missed for the first out. Got him with a good high fastball there. Danny, we see a lot of that pitch in strikeout situations these days. What makes it so effective?
I think, Matt, what makes it such a tough pitch is you're changing eye levels. That fastball up looks so enticing to hit that you see that ball as a hitter, you think you can drive it, but it's really hard to get on top of that good high hard fastball.
Swing and a miss, and he's in trouble now. 0-2.
Hey, obviously he had a pretty good gauge on that first heater right there. He was super aggressive, thought he was getting another one, slowed him down with the curveball. That's the cat and mouse.
Set to deal on a ball and 2 strikes. And a swing and a miss as they got him with the slider there. 2 away.
Now, after back-to-back strikeouts, he's got a real good chance of making that leadoff double pretty much meaningless. He's made some good pitches, and these hitters have really failed driving him in or at least getting him over.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Ender Inciarte is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1. And it's quickly 0-2. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball.
Well, that's a smart miss there. Sometimes guys will chase it down there, especially when they're in protect mode on an 0-2 count. Ready with the 1-2.
Oh, and there's the good curveball as he's set down on strikes for the second time here tonight. One left for Atlanta. They still trail here. It's 6-2. Digging in, Andres Jimenez. He reached on a single in his first try.
The third baseman, Andres.
Line fouled off to the left and a few rows back. Jimenez has been a great story in the baseball world lately. His game has taken some major strides since his early days in the minor leagues, and he's had to prove himself time and time again to get to this point.
And he's done exactly that. And I'm sure he's had to prove himself to himself at moments, had to look in the mirror and decide, is this what I want to do with the rest of my life, grinding it out on the buses in the minor leagues? But it all comes to fruition now, stepping into the batter's box in the big leagues for the first time.
This is hit the other way out toward left field. Ozuna is under it, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
The batter, number 13.
Into the box now, Luis Guillorme. He singled and scored in his first appearance in this one. And this misses outside and a bit high. 1 ball, no strikes. Now it looks like the Braves are going to get a lefty up and throwing in their bullpen. Count even now at 1-1. And he couldn't pull that one back as he clearly broke the plane of the plate, and that'll be ruled a strike. And they'll try to get him fishing there, but he won't offer in the dirt, and it's back to even at 2-2. And a fastball blew it right by him, and they're 2 down.
Talk about blowing it by a guy. Geez, I mean, that fastball was way behind him when the swing came through the zone. I have to think he was looking for something off speed, and he just couldn't pull the trigger on that fastball.
Ball 1. 1-1 to the Mets leadoff hitter. 6 runs, 6 hits, 1 error in the game for the Mets thus far. A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away. Swing and he pops him up. Coming on is Ozuna. He can't get there as it falls in. Throw into second, and he is in there.
I think they're way past due changing their approach to this guy. Whatever they're doing strategy-wise, it's not working. That's his 3rd double of the game, so he's feeling pretty good at this one.
Robinson Cano the next to dig in. He's got it. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Welcome back to Flushing, Queens. Before we get back to baseball, let's check in with Heidi.
Matt, I had a chance to discuss the Braves' offense with their manager Brian Snitker during the commercial break. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
All right, thanks, Heidi. 1-1 the count. Pitch on the way. Had him off stride that time, and it's 1-2.
Ugh, is that ugly? You could probably throw anything out there to this guy. He'd swing at the rosin bag if you throw it up there.
Drilled on the ground to short. Reined in. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Now at the plate, Freddie Freeman, 1 for 2 with a double on the ledger so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Called strike at the letters, 0-1. This year against right-handed pitching, Freeman brings in a batting average resting just under 320, and they'll look to inch closer to that mark with a base hit here.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
Line drive to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The center fielder, Ronald Acuna Jr.
2 gone now in the Atlanta half of the 5th, and that'll bring up the always dangerous Ronald Acuna Jr. Tough one to call there, but it's ruled just above the zone. Hit out towards second. Cano towards second. He's got it. They'll whip this one to first in time, and that ends the inning. Pretty. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Jeff McNeil. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Number 6.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Outside for a ball, 1-1. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. Swing and a miss, and he'll start the 5th the same way he ended the 4th with a punch out, 1 away. So 1 away here with the bases empty, and up steps the power bat of Pete Alonso. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Here's a swing and a ground ball, and that gets through for a 1-out base hit. Around first, digging for 2. And he'll reach second now with 1 away.
Up next to the net, the right fielder.
Stepping up now, Jared Kelenic. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. He's set. Here it comes. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Hey, not too often we see this hitter come outside his game plan, outside the zone, but that pitch was just so tempting.
Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1.
Clearly staying away from him in this at bat with that runner in scoring position tells me they're trying to force him to reach for something and maybe roll over on it.
Lifted down the line in left. And this will wind up a foul ball. The 1-2. And this one gets away. And he's going to make it into third base now, as I believe that'll be scored as a wild pitch.
That can be a tough read as a runner on second to see if the ball has gotten away enough to move to third. You have to be sure you can make it. He was there, and now he's only 90 feet away.
Fouled off. And he takes ball 3, so it's a full count now. Now the payoff pitch home. To short, hit hard. Throw to first is in time, but meanwhile the runner is in to score. Now to the plate, the Mets DH, J.D. Davis. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. And he commits to the pitch inside, and he definitely went around. That's strike 1. Behind 0-2 now.
It's going to be back to some serious tee work if he can't put that pitch in play right in his wheelhouse.
Oh, and he dusted him off the plate that time. Some mind games being played now. It's 1-2. Fastball well outside. Hit back toward the mound. Swanson brings it in. Throw in time, and the side is retired. So 1 run on 1. So coming to the plate, Marcell Ozuna will try to get things started for the Braves in their half of the 6th.
This one doesn't look good so far. Down by a boatload as we enter the middle innings. It's about time they get something going. And the last thing you want to do is fall behind where you have to score a bunch in the 8th and 9th inning.
Whoa, right back at him, and it hit him. Oh, and he takes his eye off it here, and it goes right past him. And he'll get in there safely.
Well, I can see what he was thinking. Thought he had a chance to make a play at first, but then he forced the throw, and an error is the result. They got to deal with a runner on second now.
And that'll bring in the former top prospect, Ozzie Albies. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low, it's ball 1. Looked like the fastball got away from him there. It's ball 2.
Hey, this is a real pesky hitter right here. As a pitcher, you really like to keep this guy off the bases. This is a guy that kind of sets the tables for big innings.
Could have been 3-1. Instead, it's 2-2.
Hey, he's been on point from the start of this game. Just pounding the zone with a high 90s fastball. It almost looks like he's gotten stronger as the game's gone on.
And a good throw gets him 1 gone.
Now batting.
Stepping in for the Braves, Tyler Flowers. 1 for 2 with a double on his line thus far. Now a big fastball, and he's well behind it with the swing.
Little hesitation right there by the batter. There's great execution by the pitcher down and away. But that looked like a late swing. Could have been sitting on something else.
A ball and 2 strikes, the count to Tyler Flowers.
Boy, that was an awfully close pitch right there. I know if I'm on the mound, I want that pitch called a strike. That's one of those that could go either way.
And through 5 1/3, already coming up on 100 pitches here.
Yeah, Matty V, this pitch count continues to go up, up, up. Near 100 pitches here. He's not even through the 6th inning. And Mark DeRosa, this is right where you'd like to have a pitcher like this guy.
Yeah, absolutely. A lot of stress pitches for him, you know. Usually you can throw 100 pitches, and if you're not taxed and there's not people in runners in scoring position, you could be all right. But he's had to grind this one.
To the plate now, Johan Camargo. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Skied in the air to straightaway left. McNeil is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. Braves strand 1. They're down 5. It's 7-2. Now at the plate, Zach Collins. He was punched out looking at strike 3 last time through. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
1-0.
High in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Acuna comes on now, and he has it 1 down.
Up next for the Mets, the third baseman.
1 away now for the Mets in the 6th, and that'll bring Andres Jimenez into bat. Here comes the first pitch. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center, and this is into the alley and ought to be good for extra bases. And this will kick off the base of the wall, and he'll pull into second with 1 away.
Well, lefty on lefty, this is a tough matchup, but he stays in there, keeps that front shoulder closed, and just rips the pitch for a 2-bagger. Nice job of defying the odds there.
Into the box, Luis Guillorme.
He swings and sends it in the air out to left center.
Ozuna comes on and makes the catch in shallow left for out number 2.
The center fielder.
And here's the former first-round draft choice, Brandon Nimmo. Well, the reliever remains in the game here, having pitched very well, but this is a longer outing than what he's used to.
It is, Matt, and I really tip my cap to him.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. Mets strand 1. They're on top 7-2. All set for the start of the inning. Striding into the box, Dansby Swanson. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far.
It doesn't look very promising so far in this one as we move into the later innings. Down by a bundle, it's time to get some base runners and hopefully a long ball to get them back into this one.
Brad Brock will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign.
Number 29, Brad.
He's ready. Here's the first offering.
Ball, that's out.
The 1-0 pitch.
No, inside. Three balls, no strikes.
Taking all the way, and it's 3-1 now. And it's full now, 3-2. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And a perfect start to the 7th, as this should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Managers these days like to think of that 9-hole hitter as the second leadoff man, and he plays the role pretty well right here. Gets the leadoff double, and now he gives the real leadoff man a chance to bring him home.
Ender Inciarte will be the next to bat.
And he puts it on the ground to second.
Throw on to first by Cano, and there's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, right fielder.
Into the box now, Nick Markakis. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Swing and a liner. But the shortstop won't have far to go to haul this one in, and there are 2 away.
The first baseman, number 5, Freddie Freeman.
Stepping up to the plate, Freddie Freeman, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way.
Yep, that ball went out.
Men on third with 2 down. 2-0 now.
Outside.
Now 2-0 with a great hitter up, a runner on third and 2 outs. This is not the spot where you want to be challenging a hitter like this. This is where you have to pitch very careful.
Nimmo is there, and he puts this one away for the 3rd out. So a great job there of working out a potential trouble. 1 left for Atlanta. They're down 5. It's 7-2. A.J. Minter gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th.
A.J. Minter.
So Robinson Cano will grab a bat next. He'll start things out here in the bottom of inning number 7.
Robinson.
Here comes the first pitch. Hit back up the middle. Albies scoops it up. And the off-balance throw beats him at first, and that's a tough play. Jeff McNeil will be the next to take a turn. He's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice to this point. First pitch coming. Here it is. Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
When you've got a guy that throws a good 2-seam fastball, you have to be ready for him to try to run it inside and jam you. Good job to lay off that one, but I wouldn't be surprised if we see it again.
The 1-0 home. Pitch swung on and hit on the ground for Freeman over there at first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
Now back, first baseman.
And next will be the Mets cleanup hitter, Pete Alonso. He came across to score after doubling in his last at-bat. A ball and no strikes. 2 out, nobody on. Bullet back up the middle. Acuna will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Mets go down 1-2-3. They're on top 7-2. Ready to begin the 8th, and here's Ronald Acuna Jr. now. He was a ground-out victim last time up.
Ronald Acuna.
Now time is called as both guys in the bullpen are ready to go. Steven Nogasek will come on in relief as he'll make his second appearance of the season so far. First pitch on its way.
That's out.
The 1-0 is looked at off the plate for a ball.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
Down low, and the plot thickens here. 3-0. There's the fastball that gets the lower part of the zone, called for a strike. 4 pitches, all takes. He's showing a lot of patience here.
And I like that from a guy like him, Eddie. He can do a lot of damage on the base pass with his legs, so there's no reason for him to get overly aggressive if he's not getting anything to handle.
And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Marcell Ozuna is at the plate as he looks at ball 1. The 1-0 is taken for ball 2.
All you want is the leadoff man to get on to start a big inning, maybe get a big rally going to claw your way back into this ball game.
Nope, that's foul.
Grounder down the line at third. Fielded cleanly, and he's safe. So digging in now, Ozzie Albies. And likely nothing up at third, but he'll step off and look him back anyway. And now we'll step off the rubber here and just look him back to third. And it looks as though the decision makers in the dugout will give him a free pass to first, so the bases are loaded here on the intentional walk, and the force play is now in order. From the stretch, here's the pitch. Well behind that fastball. It's a swinging strike.
The Braves have been looking for that big hit pretty much all game. It remains to be seen if they can get it, but now sure would be a big time for that.
Behind 0-2 now. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Unable to find the zone with the slider.
It's a great job to lay off on that nasty slider right there. It's the toughest pitch. It was my toughest pitch to lay off of. I was always sitting fastball middle away, and when that slider came out, boy, did it look like a heater for a long time.
Line hard.
He was absolutely all over that fastball. Have to find a way to keep that fair.
Trying to nibble here, and he misses to run it full now. 3-2. Johan Camargo, who represents the potential tying run here, waits on deck. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Back goes McNeil. It's over his head and bounces over the wall. So 2 runs score, and they'll have 2 more runners in scoring position. Now in the box, Johan Camargo. No hits in 3 tries so far. He's struck out once. Dylan Betances will come on and make his 4th appearance in this campaign. A fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1-0. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
That's the exact spot to lean on as a reliever. As a hitter, you just have to tip your cap and look for the next one.
Couple of men in scoring position here with none down. Misses, ball 2. On the ground softly towards second. And this is bobbled now by Cano. The runner from third comes across to score as they try and chip away at their deficit. That makes it 7-5 now. So that'll go down as an E4, as he certainly had his problems that time at second base. So runners at the corners now. Nobody out. And that brings up the former #1 overall pick, Dansby Swanson. From the stretch.
1-1.
3 runs already home here. A ball and 2 strikes.
Ooh-wee. That was some smoke right there. High fire right on by.
Fouled away. The 1-2.
Ball in.
Swing and a miss, and that's a much-needed first out there.
Well, we'll see a lot of these power arms coming out of the bullpen in these days, but it doesn't make it any less impressive to me. I love watching guys come in and blow smoke right by guys.
First pitch on its way. High in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball.
He's going to be thinking about that pitch all night if he doesn't have a big game right here. Pulled his front shoulder and everything went with it.
A ball and a strike now to the Atlanta leadoff man.
That one looked like it could easily have gone the other way. There's a big difference between 0-2 and 1-1, but now this next pitch probably becomes the biggest of the at-bat.
A ball and 2 strikes now.
Big pitch coming up right here. He'd love for a ground ball or a strikeout.
To 2 balls and 2 strikes now. The 2-2 is swung on and missed. He got him.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And a fastball's in there for strike 1. Runners on first and third, 2 away. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And it's fouled away. Hoping to send him packing. Pitch on its way. Grounded back up the middle. And despite being down 0-2, he delivers anyway with a big base hit. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it 7-6 now. At the plate now, Freddie Freeman, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. A ball and a strike now to the Braves first baseman.
Might have to change your game plan in the box right here. If he's going to pound away, might have to work the opposite field.
Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. And he strikes him out here, so he's able to stop the bleeding a bit as this side is retired. 9 men come to the plate, 4 score. Home half of the 8th straight ahead. Mets out in front. Adam Duvall will stay in the game, taking over at third base and batting in that 8th spot. Travis d'Arnaud is also into the ballgame, as he'll likely go the rest of the way behind the plate. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Strike swinging, timing a little off on that one. In front of the changeup, and he can't keep it fair. 2 strikes on him now. Two quick strikes, and now the 0-2. Struck him out. Struck him out again, I should say. His 3rd punch out of the game. J.D. Davis, the next to bat. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. First pitch of the at-bat. Both teams have 9 hits on the scoreboard. Tried to pull that one back, but he couldn't do it, and it's 0-2 now. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Great job to keep your hands back and not fully commit. The body was out in front on a great changeup right there, but he was able and strong enough to keep his hands back.
The 1-2 is a wave and a miss. He struck him out.
Let's take a look at the sequence here again. The first 3 pitches, all 3 down in the zone. So now you've got a guy that's thinking something down around the knees. He's conditioned to kind of look down there. That's when you mix it up and put it by him at the letters.
Zach. Collins is at the plate, and he checks his swing for ball 1. And he goes against the shift there as this is on the ground to the left side. And the throw just does beat him at the bag, so the side is retired. Down in order go the Mets. They'll try and hold him in the field now. It's 7-6.
The center fielder, number 13.
First pitch coming. Here it is. And we kick off the 9th inning with a swinging strike here. 0-1.
Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike. Swung on in the dirt, strike 3. Throw down to first, 1 away.
The left fielder, number 20.
Digging in to try it again, Marcell Ozuna. He reached on an error and later scored his last time up. And this one's not close. It's in the dirt for ball 1. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. Just off the outside that time, laid off for a ball. Got him fishing for that one. 2 balls and a strike. Skied into straightaway right. Kelnick back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 1.
So stepping in, Ozzie Albies. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. First offering on its way.
Good fastball there. Didn't get the swing, but the guy at the plate isn't someone who chases many bad pitches.
That's wide, 2-0. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Lofted in the air out toward right center. Giving chase is Nimmo. He can't get there, so the inning will continue.
Everyone knows there are no awards for successfully getting 26 outs. You need to get all 27 before you can start celebrating. That 2-out double here in the 9th, putting the equalizer on at second base. A couple minutes ago, this thing looked like it might be over, but everything can change with 1 swing of the bat.
Now a crowd of 31,000 plus come to their feet. Struck him out, so he'll strand the possible tying run at second, and a great job of working out of trouble as this ball game is over.
Well, baseball is a game of streaks and runs, so a 4-game skid happens to even the best of teams. The key is they didn't panic or press. They just came out here, played their game, and put the losing streak behind them, like professionals are supposed to do. Well done.
A tight one, 7-6, the final score tonight. The Mets jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Jacob deGrom wins his 3rd of the season. Mike Foltynewicz struggled and gets the loss after giving up 6 earned. Dylan Betances works 2 full innings in relief to record the save, his 1st of the year. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
The winning pitcher is Jacob deGrom. His record is now 3-1. The save to Dylan Betances, his 1st. The loss goes to Mike Foltynewicz. He falls to 1-1. Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 42 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.
Welcome, everyone. Let's jump right in and revisit the news and events from Monday. Looking first at the NL East, Brandon Nimmo had 3 hits on the day, leading the Metropolitans past the Braves 7-6. The Mariners bested the visiting Nats 3-2. The Phillies knocked out 10 hits as a team as they took a victory against the Brewers in Milwaukee 6-3. They stayed hot with their 10th in a row. The Astros swung it well with 15 hits in the game as they took down the Rays in St. Petersburg 7-6. The Kansas City Royals put together 10 total hits as they took down the Chi Sox in front of a home crowd 7-1. The Red Sox got 11 hits overall as they defeated the A's in Oakland 5-1. Joey Gallo plated 3 runs on the day, helping the Rangers claim a win over the Yankees 4-2. And that's the show. Thanks for listening in. I'll be back tomorrow with more news and updates from around the majors.